Evil laughing too. Anyway, Half-Blood, please.
Yeah.
Start the intro.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Class
chemistry.
1D.
They keep doing math in here. Keep this
Let
in.
me post the chemistry problem real quick.
No.
Stoichiometry.
No, thermodynamics. Come on, guys.
Oh, thermodynamics is easy.
Shut up, guys. Are you recording?
It's easy if you know the units.
I y'all were recording, and then I would have just hopped in and be like, "Oh, hey guys."
No, thermodynamics is easy if you know the units. If you don't know the units, you're fucked.
Why do you guys know all this? Why does everyone here know extremely complicated math?
I'm doing engineering.
2 kilograms, or no, you drop half a kilogram of iron heated to 200 degrees Celsius into 5 kilograms of water at room temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. How long does it take for the equilibrium to occur?
Man, my job is just buying things for the government.
I'm gonna need that written down.
Iron.
Iron should have a key capacity of like 0.2 something.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I know water is like 4.184.
Oh wait, is it salt water or fresh water?
Fresh water.
Fresh water, right?
Oh, that's
no.
Or
because salt, you'd have to take account of sodium. The sodium, yeah. Salt.
Okay, we don't actually need to solve this.
I mean, it's not that hard. Find the word.
Melting.
I'm assuming the change of volume is. I'm assuming pressure is constant, and there's no change of volume. Well, is there a change of volume?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, like popcorn.
Or I guess.
It kind of matters.
It doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
Pressure doesn't matter. Change of volume, a little bit.
I think with this kind of problem, it's all mass and temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah, you just multiply the mass.
Oh, it's
the
in.
heat capacity.
This is all in.
At the temperature.
I just said welcome to another episode of Class 1D, and then this.
Yes.
Okay,
so
Class 1D.
At least let the viewers share in my agony.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Class 1D. Last episode, we sort of left off on a cliffhanger as some members of the Four Horsemen escaped. Oh wait, let me go back a little bit. We saved Riku's sister. Great. Almost burned down a children's hospital. You guys met Humai, a member of the Strays dropout gang. And yeah, you guys took down some villains before making an escape from the heroes. With the exception of Jason, who got Riku to knock him out and then laid down on top of the machine that allowed you to swap and learn people's memories, and May, who valiantly stayed behind to make sure that one of the villains received proper medical aid. So that's where we left off. We're going to pick back up in the police precinct at approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. May has been she was arrested because she was found on the scene of a crime where she shouldn't have been. Escorted out of the nightclub. May, I don't imagine May resist, seeing as you sort of last episode went down willingly, and they don't put handcuffs on you because you're a kid and you are coming willingly.
Oh yeah, I won't resist or anything.
Yeah. You basically rode in the back of a squad car down to the closest precinct, and then they put you in an interrogation room.
Oh, did 13 say anything?
You saw 13 13 tried to say something, but it seemed like the other heroes there We're like, nope, we gotta handle this with procedure, make sure everyone gets back. But you saw she was talking to some of the officers before you guys, like, as you were leaving.
Okay.
But 13 seems to be trying to figure out what's going on and why you were here. You get to the interrogation room. You've been in the interrogation room for a couple of minutes. They sort of put you in here and then left you for a little bit. Do you have any questions before your interrogation starts? Or what you presume to be your interrogation starts?
Like questions for you, or am I just,
Yeah,
or like, are there people, or
you
am
could ask
I?
an officer like before they leave the room, anything. Or you can ask me stuff.
Oh, I don't know. Is everyone okay? Like, Brina and Jason?
If you see the officer says, yes, they're all right. We only found one dead body on the scene.
Someone died?
One of a member of the League of, this is confidential information, and you see he like goes to leave some more,
Okay.
but he doesn't cover it well, which means someone from the League of Villains died, probably the guy that was shocked to death by Humai.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
No, I mean,
I guess I should probably try and get my dad here, since he's like an adult who can maybe help.
yep, that makes a lot of sense. You use your call.
Yeah, if they let me have a call, I'll call my dad.
Yep. It only takes, he picks up the phone so quick. It does not ring once.
Hey, Dad.
Do you need me to pick you up?
Kind of. So I may have made a little bit of a mistake. And
A little.
ended up at a crime scene, and I'm currently at the police station.
You hear it's not even like a sigh, it's just like you hear silence on the other side of the phone line. Before you get all right, I'll be right there. Don't talk unless you get your lawyer present, and I'll be there as quick as possible.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
You're grounded.
That makes sense.
But yeah, your father has not arrived by the time one of the officers steps into the room. You see he's not an officer, but a detective. Well, not really even a detective. He's one of the people you saw at the nightclub earlier, talking to Whirlpool.
Oh, okay.
You see he's got this big case file. He's holding a coffee. He is actually holding two coffees. He sort of sets one of the coffees down in front of you, and then he like leans back in his chair and looks at you for a good couple of minutes. But not a couple of minutes, but he looks at you for like a minute.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch the coffee. I'm just gonna sort of like sit back and try to like seem like I'm looking somewhere else in this empty room, I imagine.
All right. It does have one of like those panes that is like a one-way mirror.
Yeah.
You see like takes a sip of the coffee, clears his throat, and then he Class 1D. I see. I heard there was an attack at USJ earlier today. Were you present for that?
I'm not supposed to talk to you without a lawyer.
All right, you don't have to answer any questions. I'll just say what I think happened today. You can confirm or deny. You were, of course, at the USJ attack when you learned that your friend's sister had gone missing. You went to the Club Life nightclub to investigate. At some point, you learned that your friend, Jason, had been kidnapped and took matters into your own hands, storming into the facility, almost getting yourself killed without your hero's permanent. We don't know much else.
Okay.
You're not directly under suspicion, I should say, although your reputation does not help in this regard. We only need to know the names of anyone you could recognize. We know there were three villains with you in the room present before we left, and of course, any of the other members of the League of Villains you might have learned anything about. Of course, we can wait for your lawyer to arrive before you say anything.
Yeah, I'd like to wait, I think.
All right. Do you need anything?
No, I think I'm fine.
All right. And you see he gets up and leaves.
Okay. Just gotta wait for my dad to get here. Everything will be fine, I think.
Your dad does arrive. A couple minutes later, maybe 15, you're sort of left to your own devices in the investigation room, although you imagine you're still under surveillance. You do get like you hear a little bit of like a scuffle outside the door. Not really like a scuffle, but like some raised voices before you see the door opens and your father like steps in with the detective earlier. And the detective's like, you have 10 minutes. And your dad sort of sits opposite of you, clearly shaken, trying to figure out what's going on. May, you didn't have anything to do with this, right? No, sorry. I mean, you were kidnapped, right? Like your friend, Jason?
Not necessarily.
May, I know UA has probably put this idea of being a hero into your head, but you can't go running off into danger.
I had to make sure that Rena was safe.
May, that's what heroes are for. Not civilians.
Well, I'm gonna be a hero, right?
We both know that's no excuse for what you tried to do. Which I commend. It was very brave of you. It was also very stupid. Is your friend... I know at the very least that your friend Jason is all right. I haven't heard about the other girl.
I think they're all right. They were fine when the heroes came in.
All right. I've made a call to a lawyer on base, but it's going to be difficult. I'm sure you understand that this is not ideal after, May, I need to be 100% sure. You weren't coerced into doing this?
Well, I was worried that Humai was gonna hurt someone. He is with like this gang that attacked All Might, and I heard him say that he was gonna try and kill the people in the nightclub, and I was worried that anyone that they had taken might be hurt as well. So I wanted to go in there and stop that from happening.
All right. Let's... All right. You see, he, like, thinks about it for a few seconds. Because he also knows that you're probably being watched, at the very least, like, recorded or something. So he's like, I can't really talk to my daughter at the moment without, like, maybe giving something that they'll try and use against you. So he sees, he's like, all right, I love you. I support you. When the lawyer gets here, make sure you get a private meeting. And then, I don't know. We'll just have to see how this thing settles down.
Okay, Dad.
And you see he just sort of sits with you in the room for the rest of the 10 minutes before a detective comes back in. The detective comes back in. And your father is escorted. Your father is, like, fairly well built. So he does stand taller and, like, bigger than this detective. So it's a little bit odd watching him get like escorted out. But yeah, it's another couple of minutes before not your lawyer arrives. You watch as two people walk into the room. One of them is Whirlpool. Actually, no, it would have been three people. One of them is Whirlpool. The second person is 13, and the third person is Principal Nezu.
Okay.
You see that they all like station themselves. Like, well, actually, you see 13 like pick Nezu up and set him on like the interrogation table. As like 13 and like Whirlpool take like formation on either side of the room. And you see Nezu is the first to speak in his little like mouse rat voice that I can't do consistently. May Marsh, if I'm being honest, you were the person I suspected least of doing any sort of vigilantism. The way we see it, there are two outcomes. Both have their upsides and their downsides. In this case, UA has seen fit to step in for your commendable efforts. And it has not been rare in the cases of the past for certain exceptions to be made if, how's the best way to put this? You did manage to save a life, according to both 13 and Detective Tengen, which certainly shows your valor. As a school, UA must consider what its values are, and after speaking to 13, we've decided to extend an olive branch to the government of Japan, in exchange for handing over the investigation of the 4 dropout students over to the Hero Public Safety Commission. They have agreed to overlook these crimes if you agree to undergo one of their training programs. Additionally, it's most likely that this news will be released in public forums, which is not ideal. It is with some sorrow that I must present the two options to you. You can either accept the Hero Public Safety Commission's aid and make news of your heroic actions public, changing the course of your life forever, or you can alternatively choose to keep the news, you can choose to keep the information, we can choose to keep this out of the press's hands, at least until the investigation is concluded, and you will become not so much an accessory, but you will be a asset in the sting operations against the League of Villains.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have the resources to set you up with a defense attorney, and we can try and settle this in court.
I'm not sure I want to go to court or anything, but can you explain what the other two options sort of mean? You said either a training course or like being a part of a sting operation for the League of Villains.
Oh, yes. Occasionally in the past, the Public Safety Commission, the police, and the news have sort of had exceptions in the case of exceptional young hero work. The most notable case in recent years being the Hero Hawks. You'd still retain your status as a UA student, but during weekends you'd be forced to attend trading camps under their views, and you would be expected to enter into their service opportunities once you graduate from UA, or you would serve as a temporary asset on the police force to extract information from the Four Winds and any other League of Villains operatives, if that makes sense. I'm afraid I can't say too much.
Okay. I see. The way you said sting operation makes me think that they want me to go
No.
undercover. No.
I would not permit them to put you on the front lines.
Okay.
Of course, there's a chance that when both Rena recovers some amount of cohesive awareness, or in the event that your friend Jason awakes, or even the word of any of the Four Winds left alive might exonerate you.
Exonerate me from what exactly?
Theoretically, there's a position where it looks like you were both at the attack at USJ earlier today and at a later League of Villains operation later that evening, and it seems to have been also the member of the Dropouts was there. There's a lot of evidence that does not look very pretty if the press gets to it. So it's either we believe that if you were to accept the burden of vigilantism, you might not be as crucified by the media.
Right.
I'm sorry, there's not more I can do. I'll leave you with 13 as we try and discuss things with the government officials. And you see Whirlpool picks them up off the table and they walk out.
Hey 13, how's it going?
I am disappointed. Not so much at you, at myself mostly. I can't help but think that the incident at USJ was my fault, indirectly, of course, and I feel as though it has pushed you to feel as though you can't trust us with sensitive information, and I'm deeply sorry.
Okay. I just feel kind of bad. What do you think that I should do? If
the Public Safety Commission is not to be trusted easily, but if you manage to win their favor, they're not a bad ally to have on your side. I think there's a chance that if you are able to turn public opinion in your favor and perform well at the upcoming sports festival in 2 weeks, there is a high likelihood that most of this would disappear. Also, as you know, UA has agreed to temporarily wipe your criminal record, and this might fall under that effect, assuming all goes well.
Okay.
If we're being honest, I believe the reason the police department is so eager to gain your help in the investigation is likely because they want an additional set of eyes within Class 1D, which means you'd most likely become a spy against your peers, which I can in no good conscience recommend.
Yeah, I think I was probably leaning against that one, but for the Public Safety Commission, I mean, the public would get information about what happens. They would think that I'm a vigilante, right?
Principal Nezu has stated that the news story would most likely look like a member of the UA Hero course went out of their way to perform vigilantism to save a kidnapped schoolmate and a sister of another one of your schoolmates. It will largely affect any mentors you receive and the possibility of internships in the future.
Right.
Of course, I am always open to having you intern under me. But in the case of in the future, if you end up becoming a sidekick, it might affect your options if they think you are a rule breaker.
Okay.
I know you've received a lot of information. Your lawyer, the police have agreed to let you rest tonight, and your lawyer will most likely have a meeting with you tomorrow. If at any point you make a decision on how you want to go forward, you can have your lawyer contact UA with your decision.
So I can go home?
I'm afraid you'll at least be required to stay in a cell overnight.
Oh,
You are technically still considered a flight risk.
okay. Yeah, thanks for like trying to help me with this. I know, I don't know.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really thinking clearly after USJ.
Um, I know you're very tough, May. I know you can make it through this.
Thank you.
And you see 13 just sort of stays there with you for a few more minutes. Before the detective comes back in, it's like, okay, we're gonna put you in your own cell overnight. You'll get blankets, you'll have breakfast in the morning, and then you'll talk with your lawyer. And
Okay.
that's where we're going to sort of step away from May. We'll sort of like zoom out like the precinct window, and we will end up on the street where Riku and Yukio emerge. Just an alleyway somewhere in the city.
Yukio is just looking down at the ground.
Yukio, get a grip. Look, man. You mind if we go back to your place?
We left her.
What?
We just left. Like, that's what we
You
decided.
want to go back?
No, is that bad? I fucking abandoned my friend there.
No,
To
man.
all for us.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know. Are we supposed to know? I should fucking know. I don't know though.
Just get in the car. Come on. Get in the car and we.
He just each step he takes, the fucking pixel boots just like crumble away like broken glass.
Yeah, you guys are eventually able to make your way back to the 1 block away from Club Life nightclub.
Jeez.
Get to the car. And drive off to Riku's house, I guess, is where you guys are going? Apartment?
I was gonna say
guess?
Yukio's.
Oh, Yukio's. I don't know why I said Riku.
Yeah. Of course, there's no one there.
Yeah.
It's just a typical, like, 5th floor apartment.
Yeah, let me see if I can remember which one's Jason's. That's Jason. May is bottom
Mine's
left.
the one with the pixels all over them.
Yep.
Mm.
So yeah,
I
we
just saw
go
my
ahead.
room.
Jason's is the one with the really, really cool poster.
Yeah.
It's one of those apartment complexes that are like all there's no like indoor hallway. It's all like on a balcony, like a motel.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yukio, how tight is the security here?
I don't know. It's just an average apartment. Cameras here and there. No guards.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
The
fine.
only security is the fucking employees. But they're not paid enough to care.
Perfect. What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Do you guys want to roll sneak checks?
Do we have to?
I mean,
Yukio's not even gonna bother.
that's fair.
We have different faces
He-
right now.
He lives there.
Yeah. I don't know. Just sneak checks are fun, I guess, and it feels like I don't want you guys to be depressed.
I'll do a sneak check to park the car.
Oh, that's a good point.
Would that be deception? Or just like
I think it'd be sneak.
sneak?
Yeah.
Or sneak? Stealth?
Oh yeah, stealth. My
Sneak is
bad.
in the speed, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Oh yeah,
So
that
fun.
car is parked in a very shady spot.
Oh, if they find that it's her car,
Yeah, it'll look bad. That's why I'm hiding it. Oh shit! I almost forgot boss. Hold up. Let me get boss real quick.
Yeah, Yukio had to ride in the
Yeah,
back seat
man.
on the way over.
Yeah, she was.
yeah.
I hope you don't mind, Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's stay the night.
Would not say a word during the car ride.
I imagine none of you guys sleep in bloody clothes.
How bloody is the clothes?
I mean, I have a question. Does May get new clothes? I
Your
know
dad
she
would have
changed.
brought something for you to change into. I
Okay.
imagine. After he learned sort of what was going on. So it's just like
Actually?
your casual, like not even pajama, like your casual, like Saturday clothes.
I imagine it's probably just like a hoodie and sweatpants.
Yeah. I imagine it's the outfit in your character art.
Yeah, something like that.
Except dropping the smile.
Yeah,
No smile.
it's the character art upside down. Um,
She's doing curl ups. Anyway.
oh yeah, May's got to get buff while in jail.
Uncle Iroh type activity.
Yeah.
Yukio just grabs a fucking cup ramen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lay down on the floor. Clothes bloody. No change of clothes.
You hungry, Yukio?
No.
He throws a granola bar at you.
I'll catch it. I'll give it a boss. I'm not that hungry right now. Just gonna go to bed.
I would give Boss a beer, but it hasn't been restocked yet.
Can I go take a shower in your shower?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Better to get the evidence off of you.
Well, I don't have any other clothes, so it'll just be off my skin. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Take.
it's a very bloody shower.
Yeah, it's not even getting rid of the evidence. I need alcohol. Fuck.
The TV's on. It's just static.
Yeah. Full hot shower. All the way.
Man, Yukio, that's gonna affect your water bill.
That's fine. My parents pay it.
Yeah, that's also true.
Oh,
I can just say I
nice.
took an extra long shower.
Yeah, I'll get out the shower, bro. You can hop in. It's cool.
Hmm
Yeah.
He does it. He goes to he goes to look in the mirror. Fucking jump scares himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's not even your face still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was never turned back. Then Yukio remembers that his face was turned. He's like, "Oh yeah, Riku.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning, you change my face back.
Sure. I guess.
There's no you guess. You're doing it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Okay. What? We go to sleep. We wake up, and then what?
Well, first you fix my face.
Yeah. And then what? What? We're just not gonna do anything?
Like what? Go after Fumai?
Well, yeah. Why not?
How?
What do you
How
mean
is it
how,
going?
bro? Kent has been asking us to like hunt down the strays.
Yeah, but
I'm
do we
sure
know
he
where
knows.
went?
I'm sure he knows at least something. Look,
Okay. Well, why don't you ask?
it's 1 a.m. I say we go to bed. Saturday we prepare, and then Sunday, based off of what we know or what we get, we go track down Humai. Talk to him real quick.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We'll talk to him.
dude. I'm just...
Oh, Rico, I do think
Hmm.
your sister would have a spare set of clothes like in her trunk.
For me.
Not for you, for her.
What? Just put it on or what?
It's like not like a business suit, but it's like probably like something she'd like work out in or like casual clothes.
Nah, I don't wanna touch it. I don't wanna move it. I wanna keep it the way it is,
All right.
intact.
You were the guy who was complaining about not having an extra set of clothes. I give you an option, all right?
I just don't. I don't want to mess with the memory of my sister right now.
That's fair.
Alive.
She's alive, but I don't. She's not her.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What is the difference in Riku and Yukio's build and height?
I can actually pull this up because we have actually a PDF with your guys'
We do.
height and like all that stuff. Give me a second.
I don't know
Well,
if you'll be able to fit in Yukio's clothes.
Well, I have a power of 2, so like Riku's kind of a little bulky.
A little bulky, but I'm sure
Little
you guys
bulky.
some like okay.
Like
So,
he's been working out.
Yeah, give me a tank top. We're good.
you guys are actually pretty close in height, about 10 centimeters.
Oof.
It's gonna be a little tight, but well, the clothes will fit.
I'll rock a crop top.
Yeah, he just fucking hand you a tank top. Just here.
Always
Oh.
wanted a crop top. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
What are we doing? It's 1 a.m. It's you was Jay and then this shit.
You know when you're so tired that
What
just
a-
everything makes sense?
Yeah.
It's not even questioning anything.
Yeah.
Are we having a 3 a.m. conversation right now, Yukio? Is that what's going on?
It's not even 3 a.m.
It might as well be. It's 3 a.m. somewhere.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't want to go to sleep. I'm gonna be so real.
Well, we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna go full fetal position and just stare at the wall.
Yukio would just fucking go to his room.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys sort of find sleep at the very least. I don't know if it's good sleep or bad sleep. But you guys do get some rest and we catch back up with Jason. Who I believe got their memory wiped and knocked asleep.
Yep.
Yeah, so Jason, you wake up in the hospital.
Again.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you wake up in the hospital. I don't know if you check your phone or anything. But you're just
Sure.
yeah, you check your phone. You see all the conversations from last night. But it gives you a rough idea of what happened. And it explains some of your new joint pain, but a lot of it is
I'm a-
unknown.
I'm gonna delete the messages.
Yeah, I figured it was important to tell you about them so you could get rid of them.
Yep. You're like, oh, let's. And then I'm gonna text Kenta, be like, hey, I need you to purge my stuff from everything from last night, starting after USJ. In fact, purge all of our phones from that. Everything after USJ.
Yeah.
Can I ask, did the police get into May's phone?
No, they need a warrant, and you were awake when they got you there.
Oh, okay.
And you were like willingly going with them, so they were like, well, but yeah, it's probably about maybe it's like really early morning, like 5 o'clock when you wake up, Jason.
Oh, that's early.
Yeah. Rika's great at knocking people out, but it's more of a temporary thing than a.
However, this will probably be like one of the best sleep Jason's had in a while because he doesn't sleep.
Oh yeah, no, this is great.
He's gonna call for a nurse.
Call for a nurse, yeah. You see,
What happened? Where am I?
yeah, you get you see a nurse like sort of wobbles in. What's a fun quirk? The nurse is like a mermaid, but the bottom half's like a spinning top.
Oh God,
So you see
that sounds frustrating.
No, it's not like the whole body, but like the bottom spins. So, although yes, that would be frustrating. I guess a more apt description would be like the legs are a drill.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, you
the
see
drill that will pierce the floor.
yeah. You see the nurse like swirls into the room.
Hey, ma'am. Sorry. Like, can I ask what happened? Like, why am I here? And like,
Well, you were dropped off at after the USJ incident. I don't know if you remember that. And then at some period during the night, our security cameras were hacked into, and so we lost all the footage. But at that point, you had disappeared, and you were brought back by some police officers.
police officers.
Yes, they said you'd been taken hostage by some villains.
I have no clue.
Oh, well, make sure you get some rest.
I don't think I can sleep anymore. Like, I know it's listed in my file. I have insomnia, but this is like really bad.
Um, in that case, let me see if I can find, I guess, a book or something for you to busy yourself with. And you see the nurse leaves, or whirlwinds
Oh wait,
out of the room.
one more.
Oh wait, yeah.
One more quick question. Did my dad ever stop in or call or anything?
I believe there was some mention of the bill being covered.
I see. Thank you.
And she spins out of the room. And you saw she had a little name tag, and it said, Nurse Sad.
Nurse Sad?
Yeah.
Is that a reference to something?
Only if you, I mean, Pokemon like Nurse Joy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It took me a second.
Yeah, no. I was like,
Out there.
I was like, it's not Nurse Joy, it's Nurse Sad. There we go. But yeah, you see Nurse Sad comes back with either a puzzle that you can do or a book that you can read.
All right, which one could I argue might give me general ed intelligence?
Well, let me tell you what's going on. One of them it's a cat and dog puzzle.
Okay.
And the book is called give me a second while I look this up. Books
Meta
in
Liberation Front.
Hospital. There it is. Oh, here we go.
They also have Two Punch Man.
How about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Perfect.
Ah.
I feel fine saying both of these give general education.
I'll take the book.
The book. All right.
Man, this Jack Nicholson guy sure got fucked over. Which means I have leveled up my intelligence.
Woohoo!
Huzzah!
Yeah. But yeah. Man.
That means I need to erase all.
But yeah, I think we can sort of soft time skip like over the next couple of hours.
Yeah.
I
Just
do want to
trauma.
know who's the first. Like, I imagine May is probably the first person to wake up, just because I don't know. In like,
Yeah,
I feel like you're in an
I guess.
uncomfortable cell. You probably get like woken up by like a police officer to like feed you breakfast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's toast, eggs, and bacon, and a donut, and coffee.
Yeah, I'll eat all of it.
Great.
No reason not to. By the way, can I heal?
Yes, you guys can heal and regain
Thank
stamina.
God.
Yeah.
I'm not on the brink of death anymore.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
I was also pretty close to that.
Yeah, I was like, you guys were not looking great.
No.
I don't.
I'm all good now.
All right. Yeah, the food,
I'll eat
really
like this.
rejuvenating.
Wait for my lawyer to show up. Still don't know who.
You do see that your lawyer does show up. He's wearing like a sort of like, he's in like I don't want to say like a beige suit. It looks like he's military. He's got a little bit of the I want to say like he's got a few like badges and pins on like his breast and shoulder, sort of indicate like not like rank or like that like he's received some
It's his
valors.
awards.
Yeah. But yeah, you see he like shows up and he's like, May, I assume?
That's me.
Great. I know they probably told you, they may or may not have told you what we're looking at here, so I guess I'll tell you. One count of vigilantism, breaking and entering, assault and battery. That one will probably get dismissed because of the nature of the people you were assaulting and battering in the name of self-defense or the defense of others. And then I believe those are the two big ones, just the trespassing and vigilantism.
Okay.
Um,
I was offered a deal by UA. Did you also hear about those?
I was not informed of any deal made with UA.
I was told by Principal Nezu that rather than going to trial or anything like that, I could undergo training with the Public Safety Commission. Was that what it was?
Yes.
And they would make the details of me being a vigilante public, or I could keep those details private and work with the police as a spy to take down the League of Villains.
Well, I know you're telling the truth, which honestly in this case is not a matter of importance. But I think it's important to consider the possible legal outcome. I do believe you will. The best way I can put this, May, as a lawyer, is to settle for a. If you decide to take neither of those options, I recommend settling on a charge of trespassing. It carries a lighter sentence than vigilantism, there is information you could possibly give to the police in exchange for a lighter sentence, and in all likelihood, it would save you a lot of time, seeing as legal battles such as these can last upwards of years.
Okay.
Um,
They
also,
could still take away my visa, though, if
yes,
I was
in
convicted.
all likelihood, if you even get suspected of trespassing, you will probably be deported.
Okay.
Give me a few more days. Figure out what sort of evidence. I believe at this point they're fairly convinced you won't try and make a run for it. So you should be able to go home. Although I will tell you, as a friend of your father's, you are 100% grounded.
Yeah, he already told me that.
Great, as long as we're all on the same page.
What do you think about the 2 deals? I think I probably have to accept one of them to stay at UA. So I guess I would want whatever your opinion is.
I suppose as a defense lawyer, my best opinion is never trust the police. Time and time again, we've been shown that they're corrupt and untrustworthy, and that they would rather persecute children than pursue the actual criminals. But that's just a matter of opinion. I am undecided about the Hero Public Safety Commission. I've, on occasion, represented members of the Hero Force, but I know they run a tight ship. So it's hard to tell if it would be fruitful for you to go.
Got it. I'll want to think it over a little bit more, but Nezu said that you would be able to inform UA of my choice.
Yes, as your lawyer, I can send and receive messages for you.
Okay.
I imagine this has all been rather stressful.
Yeah, I'll take the day to think about it, and I'll, I think, tell you tomorrow on Sunday.
All right. In that case, the police are still investigating the scene of the crime. As such, I'll file the paperwork and I will drive you home.
Thank you. What's his name, by the way?
I was trying to come up with one this entire conversation. Oh, give me. Let's call him Mr. Nejiro, last name Mr. Nejiro Matsu.
Okay.
Because that is another M name, and I'm gonna totally love that later down the line.
Mr. Matsu.
Oh man, I already regret it.
At least it's not another K or H.
Yeah, you say that, but Mr. Matsu is really close to Mazda. Yeah.
Yeah, but you always double down on his full name for Mazda, so I don't think you will with this one.
That's just a habit I have. Sometimes I use Mr. Name Sir.
Mr. Hatsume.
Yeah, so I'd be like more of like a thing I have to make sure I'm not doing, but sometimes I always want to say Mr. Mazda Madura, sir, because that's just the way I talk sometimes.
Got in trouble.
Yeah, I'm so formal, guys. But yes,
Mazda.
he has a totally normal name that's not going to mess me up later down the line.
Okay. And So he's on like the Japanese side of the military base, or is he American?
He's sort of like a Japanese correspondent, you guess. He speaks in very clear English, and in fact, this entire conversation with you is held in English. Yeah, he goes to file the paperwork, basically to be like, okay, you're good to go, and then he, like, I guess, you sort of get like a soft escort from the detective and Mr. Matsu out of the office, but then you get in like his, like, he's got like one of those very like small cars, like a Beetle, and he'll drive you back home.
Thanks, Mr. Matsu.
And I had been so caught up that I didn't even see that you could never love me for me. 'Cause you mold me into something else, change me into what you want. All I ever did was love, and it wasn't good enough. We had tried to make this garden for two, but you had brought the cold and the roses never bloom.